As Chanakya Niti has taught us, that learn from the mistakes of others. You can't live long enough to make them all yourselves. If you are also an entrepreneur planning to start your own startup or business in 2025, so I beg you to please avoid these 5 fatal mistakes at all costs. I've personally made them in my entrepreneurship journey before, and by the way, if you want to know about my entrepreneurship journey till now, then click on the I button here and watch the video that I've previously made on Silicon Valley of India. You'll get to know much more about my entrepreneurship journey till now, and the mistakes I'm going to talk about is going to become more relatable to you then. 99% of the mistakes that I'm going to tell you in this video, most of the entrepreneurs are already aware of before they are starting up, but still they make it. It's only until they make it themselves that they truly learn from it. But that's not the ideal way to learn. So if you actually want to save yourself one more business from failing and one more year from wasting, then watch this video very carefully and learn from others' mistakes. Starting off with the most obvious and biggest mistake that almost every entrepreneur makes, including me, is number 1, choosing the wrong co-founder. You see, entrepreneurs in their starting phase are in such a hurry that they mostly overlook the most important aspect of starting a startup, which is choosing their co-founder. And I've personally made that mistake too previously. But the thing is that you need to understand that choosing a co-founder is not like a fling, it's a marriage. So once you start it, then there is no going back. There are going to be a lot of challenges, a lot of difficult times, and a lot of these moments where you will feel down or you will think like giving up. But if you have the right co-founder, he'll stick by you. He will motivate you even when you are down. That's one important aspect. The other aspect is that choosing a co-founder with a complementary skill set. तो ये एक मिस्टेक मेरी थी कि I chose a founder just like me. I thought कि मेरे जैसा बंदा होगा और 2 मेरे जैसे होंगे तो we'll be more successful. But instead, the truth is you need someone complementary, someone who has different sets of skills than what you already have. Otherwise, it's just 2 people doing the same thing. And make sure आपके co-founder के साथ आपकी 3 चीज़ें ज़रूर मैच करिए, which is your ambition level, your work ethics and your life philosophy. अगर ये तीनों चीज़ें मैच हो रही है आपके co-founder के साथ, तो trust me, you will win in the long term. And one more thing which many entrepreneurs overlook, or they see कि ये तो ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, but trust me, make a co-founders agreement in the starting. Most people don't do it. They started, they register the company, दोनों director है नहीं. Make sure you have a co-founder agreement written. Doesn't matter if you're starting up with your own brother, your best friend, or in fact your dad. एक पेपर पे जो चीज़ बात हुई है वो लिखने में no one is getting hurt. Make sure you get a lawyer and tell him कि we are starting this and that and we want a co-founder agreement. He will give you the draft, sign it, and then you are all good to go. Number 2 fatal mistake that almost every entrepreneur in today's world make is that building a business on a trending or a copied idea. So guys, seriously, this particular mistake I made in my entrepreneurship journey twice actually. Once where I just copied an idea from a foreign competitor, never works. Second thing is when I was hopping onto some trend which was not relevant to me, and just because something is trendy, you should not follow it. अभी आजकल ये हो रहा है, like Shark Tank पे different ideas आ रहे हैं, and then foreign में कुछ और idea आ रहे हैं, and then people see a trend कि अभी crypto है, अभी AI है, अभी metaverse है, अभी XYZ है, so let's build a startup on that. Funding तो मिल ही जाएगी because it's trending, people are dying to give money. ऐसा नहीं होता, इट नेवर वर्क्स आउट. एक ही गलती कभी मत करना कि जो मार्केट में ट्रेंड है उसको फॉलो करके डोंट राइड द वेव, डोंट ट्राई टू राइड द वेव, क्रिएट योर ओन वेव कहीं और. छोटी भी वेव है, डजंट मैटर, पीपल विल फॉलो यू देयर. First thing. Second thing is to never build a copied idea. I did one startup in which there was a foreign company XYZ, I won't take the name, where they were doing a certain thing in the US market and I tried to replicate that same thing in the Indian market. Exact same idea with a bit of tweaking. We think a bit of tweaking is innovation. No, innovation is completely thinking and making which was never heard of before. So you make sure that you don't do these things. Foreign startup ideas are not made for the Indian consumer, they are made for their market. If you want to build something in India, you need to cater your local audience and you need to understand कि Indian market में मेरी locality या city में लोगों को क्या चाहिए. And it's not about also क्या चाहिए, आप क्या दे सकते हो, which also solves an existing problem. Point number 3, doing extremely faulty or no research at all. Honestly, the research done on most Indian startups before starting is almost zero. Like watching a video and reading some blogs is not called research. Just because you watched a good video, that doesn't mean you need to rush their idea into the market. And a research takes a lot more. You have to go to the market yourself, you have to talk to the people, you have to talk to your potential consumers, and there are a lot of steps in between before you start a startup. For example, you get an idea, 4 वीडियो YouTube पे देखी, 4 ब्लॉग पढ़े, 4 लोगों से फ़ोन पे बात करी, अपने दोस्तों से, रिश्तेदारों से, और सोचा कि लेट्स स्टार्ट. दिस इज अ मिस्टेक आई डिड, इसलिए मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ. एक्सट्रीम रिसर्च इज़ रिक्वायर्ड. नाउ पीपल से कि एक्सट्रीम रिसर्च करोगे तो यू विल हैव पैरालिसिस एनालिसिस. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. कुछ टाइम देने को पैरालिसिस एनालिसिस नहीं बोलते. पैरालिसिस एनालिसिस इज समथिंग वेयर यू डोंट वर्क एट ऑल, वेयर यू जस्ट टॉक अबाउट इट. But here you are doing the work. This is also the work. If you don't do this work and you just started, you might waste your whole year. Give it all your research, like understand the market patterns, understand the consumer behaviors, because the reality of the market is going to be completely different than what you would anticipate sitting at your desk. So I would recommend not to cheat at your homework at this stage. It's either going to make it or break it. Number 4. Building something which has no need in the market. Creating a solution and then looking for a problem is always the wrong way to go about it. By seriously, if your idea has no need in the market, then please throw your emotions out of the window. Seriously, I repeat, if your product has no need in the market, do not pursue it. I see this often that people get stuck up on some idea or some emotion or something that happened in their life or some kind of small problem which they only face, and think that the whole market is facing, and in fact that's not the reality. That's why I told you to do more research. Actually, that was the whole point. But apart from that, if there's some particular idea, just validate it in a small group of market with a small number of people, not your friends or relative. They might always not be honest with you, but from people who don't know you, like your actual potential consumers. Go to them, test that idea, try to talk to your target customers. Will they pay us in advance? Will they stay long term with us? Identify your TAM, total addressable market, and see कि TAM के अंदर कितना SAM, serviceable addressable market कितना है, and then SOM, serviceable obtainable market कितना है. Then once you have the idea of these number, you will know whether or not you should put your efforts and launch this product in the market or not, or even if you launch, what is going to be your success probability. Now coming to point number 5 is building a business only to raise funding. Okay, so personally guys, I am also guilty of this thing where at certain point in my journey I was just trying to chase investors and funding, and it's obvious because these days all these unicorns and fundings have been so romanticized by X, Twitter, and this LinkedIn audience and all. These days kids just make business or build startup just to raise funding and to get that fake glory. But honestly, it's just 1 in a million story. And let me tell you that if you just build your business to get the new funding, you are not going to become a unicorn in 9 months, and you are not going to become the youngest billionaire of India. What I think is that you should never build your business in a way you have to raise funding to survive. If you want to raise funding to survive, then I don't think it will be sustainable for the long term. Always make sure that your business is somehow or somewhat completely independent from investors and it is able to fund itself from the day one. To make a profitable business, don't try to follow that burn and scale model that we have been seeing in the startup industry these days. Abhi to sare startup has returned to the core values and trying to be profitable by cutting the cost. But day one se agar aapka motive hai, just like many of the great startups that we know, which is Zerodha, which was bootstrapped, although that was a different story. I'll cover some of the startup stories and some of the more things about entrepreneurship in the coming videos. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, Life of Shazil, where I put content on entrepreneurship, lifestyle, finance, startup, personal growth, because this is the niche of my life. So this is the kind of content around which all my videos are going to be. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, watch this video with your friends and all the people who might get benefit from it. And I wish you all the best in starting your new startup or business in the year 2025. May this year be the best year for you in your entrepreneurship journey. And as always, build a life that's worth living.